They went full on pedo-bait.
Clickbait.
Full on pedo-bait.
Now, let's talk about something less political. Netflix's Cuties.
Again, something I also don't know about because I didn't watch it. Fuck you.
Well, get ready for a ride. Then. Get ready for a ride.
Well, I didn't watch it either. I'm just like admiring the fucking.
I don't even know what is this. Like, what is this word you keep on using? Cuties.
Right. Okay. Who wants to explain? Does anybody want to elaborate? Okay.
Essentially, you got this French movie. It was made by the Senegalese woman in France, right? And the plot is as follows: you got this girl named Amy, Senegalese Muslim French chick, right? She's 11, by the way.
Chick, to put it loosely.
To put it loosely, like chick with a minor letters.
Right.
Right.
Chiquita.
She gets inspired. She really wants to join this dance competition, twerking dance competition for minors. But her evil, traditional, conservative mother, those evil Muslims, man, she would like not let her. But instead, she steals her mom's money and joins the twerking team. It's a coming of age story, guys. It's about discovering yourself and, you know, being yourself.
Where 11-year-olds are dressed like skanks and dance in front of a Netflix audience.
I'm not sure of this statistic. I read it somewhere. I didn't verify it, but I think 650 auditions over 6 months went on for this movie. Auditions for the girls' parts.
Right.
Okay, but what is it? Is it supposed to be like a funny series? But
No, it's supposed to be a woke movie.
It's
It's
supposed to be empowering.
women empowering.
No, that doesn't tell me shit. Okay, it could be empowering, but comedy. I need to know, like, is it comedy? Is it like comedy, but we're exploring dark things?
No.
Like, okay, what's the category here? Is it like a slice of life?
I think
Again, that fucking doesn't tell me anything.
A slice of felony.
No, here's the thing. I was curious and I wanted to click on the movie. I wanted to see it, but I'm afraid if I click on it, I get put on a list.
Yeah.
I think you get put on a list if you like it. But there's like well over 6 million views on the trailer. And like over a million dislikes.
Gabandi man saying it's a coming of age movie.
Again, that's just what the... okay, look. It can become... When you watch it, what emotions do you think the directors want you to feel? Were you supposed to laugh and go like, oh, you know what, that really hurts my heart at the time?
You're supposed to go, this is a good metaphor for our society.
Oh my god, why is this question so hard?
But they can get away with it.
Allegedly, the French director, this is like her first movie or first international movie.
Of course.
Her intention is to highlight the situation and the culture that puts these girls in these situations today by shock value or by showing you how easy it is to get in those positions. That's what people say the intention was.
So the intention is to make people like not do it by showing it, much like you want to, you know, you make a series on serial killers to see how psychopaths are made. Say, okay. Now that we've established the plot of our current discussion, I do. And hello, Mahmoud. It's been a while since I've seen you in the comments. I want to take the side of Netflix on this one. I think people are not giving Netflix the benefit of the doubt here, personally.
Netflix is only doing what the people ask.
No, hear me out. Before the guns are pointed at me, hear me out. Okay? It's very simple. 30 episodes ago on the Salt
Let
Grinder.
the bitch twerk!
No, wait, no. Before anything, recent...
Twerk for the patriarchy!
when Black Mirror, the 4th season came out with like 3 episodes or something, and it was the wokest shit in existence. I remember when I showed up here and with Louis and a bunch of people, and I trashed Netflix for, basically stopping being the escape where creativity in the movie theater comes to, breathe, to, becoming just another Hollywood. But a week later, 2 comedy specials came out. Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle, basically trashing everything about like the modern society, right? Which made me think, okay, maybe Netflix is not intentionally wanting to push anything. It's mostly Netflix being Netflix. If you come to them and tell them, I want to make a movie about hand sanitizers, and then it escalates, right? Splash, and it escalates. And like greenlit, how much is your required budget? I think it's mostly that. So you don't blame Netflix for facilitating it. You blame the people who are reacting are produce the shit. But here's the thing. I think it's not like an intentional, like a lot of people, it's like this is a plot by the oligarchs to promote pedophilia. Now the pedophilia island has been taken care of. We need to normalize it. I'm like, I don't think it's that. I think it's just a bunch of people doing a lot of bad moves, right?
On South Park, they actually did a parody of Netflix, and like when you call them, they're like, "Hello, you're greenlit. This is Netflix. What's your idea?" Like, as you answer the phone, they tell you you're greenlit. Like they're joking about how they will literally, you answer the phone and you're already accepted. Please tell us what the hell you're actually calling about.
It's pretty much that. It's like a salesman. It's like, you're grabbing somebody who put like a slightly pedo toy, let's say, on their store, and they're like, everything wrong in society is because of you, type of thing, because they put the toy there because they thought it will sell. That's how I view Netflix.
In all fairness, not only is that the case, but there's also 2 factors, which are the timing and the context, which I think also screwed them over pretty much. The first one is the timing, and by timing I mean the Jeffrey Epstein thing is still hot.
Yeah, who the fuck was that guy? Because I still don't know.
Oh god.
Pedo Island. He definitely killed himself.
I literally know nothing. So please tell me.
So he got caught, for Pedo Island, which is.
Let me give more context.
Go.
Jeffrey Epstein is basically a businessman. He's rich. He got caught before for pedophilia shit, but then he got caught again, and the second time is basically when hell broke loose. The cat got out of the bag. He has an island where basically celebrities get on it, and he basically has the people who are age challenged, to put it mildly, are there. And he literally has a plane called the Lolita Express. And a lot of people were on his list. They threw him in jail. They put him on suicide watch. They deliberately removed suicide watch. And then he died, committed suicide, and there is no footage. And the guards weren't there that day. So the meme became Epstein didn't kill himself, basically cover up. And the liberals saying Trump did it because Trump was on his island and he was his friend. And the conservatives are saying the Clintons did it because the Clintons were his friends and, have photos with him. And guess what? Both of them knew Jeffrey Epstein. So
it's like that Spider-Man meme where Spider-Man is pointing at himself and pointing back. That's Jeffrey Epstein.
But that is one aspect that I talked about, which is the timing. The second aspect is the context. You know how the liberals have a moral panic regarding social justice? The moral panic that the conservatives are taking is pedophilia. And I'm not saying pedophilia is good, I'm just saying it became a moral panic. As in, If they hate someone, they'd accuse them of being a pedo. The first thing they'll mention is, oh, you're corrupting the kids. So it's bad, but the moral panic. It's like
it did not become a practical issue of legislation. It became a moral argument that you just point fingers at people to put your moral stake as a higher value. So because I accused you of pedophilia, I'm at a higher moral ground. Yeah.
And not only that, but it became inflamed. It's like an inflammation. It was there. Pedophilia is an inflammation, but now it's getting itchy. It's getting more intense on the conservative side. It became the topic. So the context also. So
Let's go back to Trina's topic for a second. I would not sympathize with Netflix at all. I could maybe cut some slack the director who made the movie originally. But the trailer, the poster, the advertisement, the description, you can look it up. They have, if it was truly the creator's intention to give you this shocking demonstration of what society is right now, so you can get disgusted and be more aware of it, that is not what the promotional team for Netflix did. They went full-on pedo-bait. Full-on pedo-bait.
Right.
The poster is just the girls in their dance outfits, right? So Netflix is not the one that would side with him. As for us and stuff, like, yes, number one, the Jeffrey Epstein situation. Number two, an important thing I think, and this a lot of people made this point, is even if they had good intentions, they still were trying to showcase the problem of over-sexualizing minors by the act of over-sexualizing minors. Like, these are real people in that movie, and the movie is very it zooms in on it a lot, from the trailer at least.
Right.
As for how the conservatives panicked about it, sure, but I think everyone's panicking about it at this point, because you get the progressives as well, the left, and they're like, this is a bad representation of what we are trying to push. This is hurting our image. And they're panicking too, and everyone's like,
yeah, because we totally forgot the video of I don't need a penis to... yeah, that doesn't exist.
Regardless. I mean, it won an award at Sundance, the movie, and I think the CEO of Sundance Reader got convicted for pedophilia of the sorts.
Of course.
So it doesn't help. But that's about it.
I'm still on the Jeffrey Epstein. Like, I'm still amazed that is a real thing. And like, I fully believe that is an actual description of what the guy is. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just hear?
Dude, do you want to hear the best part of the story?
Oh my god,
so
yes.
Epstein's house, his mansion. So this is his mansion.
Yeah.
Then there's the street. And then Bill Cosby's house.
You're joking.
I'm not.
Oh
It's like it's. I have a feeling Bill Cosby just moved there for easy access.
Yeah, just stress relief. Easy access to this therapist. No, here's the thing. When it comes to the Netflix thing, the reason I don't blame Netflix is because Netflix is huge, right? It's not like the same 5 people working on all these trailers, right? And perhaps they made a lot of bad calls. I just want to give them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to them not being like intentionally pushing an agenda specifically. They're just going for what they thought will sell, right?
They did an opposite.
Yeah, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt as a platform trying to make money instead of them trying to push an agenda, because that's what I've gotten from them over the years. They're just a platform who's trying to have more success and trying to promote that as much as possible. Because just as you have all like the woke, stuff, they also have the over-sexualizing regular stuff that regular TV is known for. So it's not like they're not taking sides. It's more like everybody's welcome. Conservatives, racists, please, everybody come, just watch our shit. That, to me, that's what Netflix is more capitalist than they are agenda-based. And they did an oopsie by all means with this movie. Nobody's disagreeing on that. It's just, I don't think it's a part of an elaborate plot to encourage pedophilia. That's what I'm referring to.
It's probably not fair enough, but it hits on the growing rhetoric of these big capitalist companies. These titans don't really have zero connection with the normal human being, and are just constantly using political moves to sell you their shit. And as the world becomes more and more political, and everything is political these days, you get these companies that have no foresight on how much of a landmine things like identity politics are. Like,
I mean, in all fairness, Yasha, what option did they have? Like, they released this movie, and they're under fire, but in an alternative universe where they didn't release the movie. Do you know what the headline would be? Racist Netflix stop brave director from showing a movie about whilst showing racists. Like, I think if they didn't show it, someone out there would sue them. So honestly,
they can certainly have advertised it way better, infinitely better, to where there could be an argument that it's has good intentions and it's just poor execution. But they didn't do that, and honestly, if I was making the calls at Netflix, I'd take the racism thing over it, even with the current situation.
Yeah, then they kick you off of your own company. They did it to Steve Jobs. They did it to everybody. They almost did it to Elon Musk.
Elon Musk will not be kicked off. He's
Elon the Invincible. That's what he is. Fucking Tony Stark.
He doesn't own Tesla. He is Tesla.
The fact that the threat exists, and that's the thing people don't get about capitalism. As much as I shit on it more than anybody on the salt grinder, it's a myth that there are people in power, and you have a responsibility. And when I get a company, I'm gonna be amazing, There is nobody that's free in capitalism. Even the CEO is fucking chained by the fucking boardroom and the fucking investors. Everybody is cuffed by somebody else. There's no master. It's just a bunch of slaves together, that's why.
Well, everybody except Mark Zuckerberg, with majority stock in his fucking
Mark
Facebook
Zuckerberg,
company.
dude, is China's bitch. You think China's not stopping him?
Well, everybody answers to somebody.
The only person in the universe who's not being cuffed right now is Vladimir Putin.
And Jeffrey Epstein.
Dude, people talk about the US and the lobbyists are undermining our democracy. We have the politics and we have these lobbyists that are controlling our democracy. Dude, Russia has lobbyists. They have their own name, the fucking oligarch. But Putin is holding them in his palm. Dude, the fucking president is holding the lobbyists like they're his bitches.
Well, that's usually what I say whenever somebody brings out like a massive conspiracy Illuminati theory, one group that controls everything. I always call to mention, and I've said it before, Ralo, which is that always, if you want to have a healthy conspiracy theory, you have to come with like two assumptions. And assumption one is the world is chaotic, and there are a lot of independent elements flowing into each other, causing something. So if your conspiracy theory is basically there's this one grand group that's trying to control us, we're living in a dystopian George Orwell book where there is this villain called the government, and they are oppressing the people, and we need the social revolution to stop it. It's not a good conspiracy theory. It doesn't lead to anything. It won't reveal to you a truth. You're just trying to impose order onto chaos, right? And this, of course, second part is once you make the conspiracy theory, you don't immediately act on it like an idiot. You just kind of check.
Mahmoud is saying that's checks and balances, mister. Well, yes, that is my point. My point is, like, as much as I shit on capitalism, it's not because of what people say, which is, oh, there are people in power and they're controlling things by money. No, even these people are cuffed. You know, there's checks and balances to everything, including them. Just, you know, a vortex of a mess. You know, it's like, you know, one day more and lame as up, you know. Everybody's caught in this. Everybody.
Including you. Dun 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 dun. Hashtag take responsibility for your life. Hashtag you have all the power. Hashtag Epstein didn't kill himself. Join our Discord.